Welcome to art school.
Hello everybody, this is Wayne Carney coming to you with another video. Hope you all are doing good. This video is about creating smart material, um, customizing it. Don't just drag and drop. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the metal here, the metal part of this grinder here. You can click on this button here by isolating it. And if you should go over to your left hand side and you can click on these. There's like some materials here that you could use. You can click on the smart material. So we're going to need one for metal. So I'm going to, I like steel ruined. So I'm going to click it, drag it, drop. Okay. So remember what I'm trying to go for. I don't want you to just drag and drop and leave it. This dragging and dropping and leaving is just not, it's boring. And, your art director might look on your file and could tell you just use the drag and drop and just don't do anything. Open up this folder. And then we're just going to turn off stuff. We're going to go all the way, turn off bumps to the base. So this is the base. It looks good. Cool. Let me just give you a little view of what we're trying to go for. So you see this? It's a bit of like a metal, dirt, rust. Okay, cool. Great. Always have your reference handy. So I'm going to turn on roughness. Roughness looked good, but I could click here. And I could be going to run for the roughness. And remember, I could tile this too. I could tile it. So just by bringing this tile in here, I could tile it and make it interesting. I like that. Tile it more. Then I'm going to bring in the bump. The bump looks good. I'm going to bring in the dirt. Dirt looks good, but remember I could go in here and I could also say, well, I want to play around with the slider here and drop it down a little bit. Don't want my dirt to be all that. Edge damage. Edge damage is there. And this is the edge damage. You could choose to say, well, I click on this here, click here, height here, and you could just say, hey, I just want like a tad of damage. Okay. This is what I mean, but don't make it boring. Edge highlights. Pretty cool. Edge sharpen. Dirt. No, this is overkill. So I'm gonna click on that. We had also had dirt down here. I'm gonna click on this dirt occlusion, and we're just gonna drop the slider on it. Cool. I also don't like that the white thing that I'm getting from it here. So I'm also gonna drop the slider on that. Cool. Also, I'm going to drop that down to the base, and I feel I could make this a little bit more darker. Cool. Great. Great. So we're looking good. Well, what about the rust? Remember the rust that we looked at? Well, we could go over here and click here. There's a rust metal here. Just click it, drag it, drop it here. Great. Now we're going to use this thing called a generator. And I'm going to right click on the generator. And then I'm going to add a black mask. And then I'm gonna go to smart mask. I'm gonna choose one of these. So this is painted. No, this is rust ground. This looks good. Drag it, drop it. Now, again, we drop this here, but we do not wanna, I'm just gonna twirl this around and look at it. We do not just wanna drag and drop. I'm gonna go into the smart mask here, and we're gonna play around with the contrast, global scale, texture 2. You can drag and play around with the opacity, like so. Cool. Curvature. What else? Position gradient, thickness. Cool. Alright. You can do invert it. Click by that to invert. The scale of it. I think I want to be really rusty. Right. I'm also gonna click on this, and I'm also gonna play around with the saturation of this rust. Like that. Okay, great. And I'm not done yet. I'm gonna go back here, right click and create a fill. And I'm gonna choose a, so I'm gonna grunge. I'm still doing this procedurally. And I think I'm gonna go grunge cobweb. Then I'm gonna switch it to multiply. I'm also gonna drop this. I'm gonna bring back some of that richness. Grunge cobweb. Multiply. And then this. Yeah. It's too much. Okay. Maybe grunge cobweb not make it too much. The rust itself, I feel like I could click on here, add a paint, and just get my brush, bark brush, low, and I'm just gonna scale this up, press X, and I'm just gonna paint away some of these rusts. Okay. All right, cool. Press X to bring back some of that. And I could choose to go up here and maybe drop the rust a little bit. I'm gonna drop back down to the base and I'm gonna make it a little bit more darker. Cool. What about the roughness here? Could play around with the grunge map for the roughness. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, let's see. I'm not liking the mask for the roughness here. So I guess I could go in. Play around with texture. There we go. A bit better. Curvature. Oh, it's base normal? Yeah, that's better. Cool. That is better. Cool. Great. And I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna bring back show all. There we are. Now that's good. Now I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna bring in some wood. So I'm gonna click on the wood material here. But yeah, so I'm going to do wood next. And I'll see what I could do next. Hold on a second. So I did the metal. This copper grind asset, we're going to be coming back to it in these bite-sized video. But I just want to lay down the base texture so far. So let's go get the wood. The couple I like wood beats vein, to be honest. You want to grab that, drag it, drop. Oh, it's kind of weird. I think I need to fix a couple of UVs. But other than that, I think I'm good. I just need to fix the UVs for this one and this one. Report it back in. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Anyways, I'm gonna open up this one material here. Okay, so I have a smart material here for the wood, and we're gonna make sure I like the wood. And here we are. Again, I'm keeping a close eye at my reference. All the wood grain is going in the correct direction. And again, remember, this is a smart material, so I don't want the dirt. I can build my own dirt. I like the vein. I like the fiber. I like the wood here. I like that. Cool. Great. Alright. I'm going to keep a close eye on my reference. And I'm going to go in again. And I'm going to play around with the color. I'm picking the color from that. Cool. Yeah. Alright, so I picked that color. And I feel like I could do more to get more different wood grain here. So I'm going to get another smart material here over here and drag it and drop it inside here. Then I'm going to open that up. I'm going to select everything that's in it right here. Hold on. Okay, hold on, let me close this. Let me turn these ones off not to confuse me. And I'm just going to just select all these and press Control X, Control V here. Paste it. This one comes with I like the wood grain that's going on in here, but again, don't be a drop and drop. Don't be a drag and drop guy or girl. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off this dirt here. I'm gonna turn off the pattern. I'm gonna turn off the stains. I'm gonna turn off that. I'm just turning off things. And then we have the wood base here. It's kind of remind me of this wood base down here, right? But what I could do, I could simply just right click and create a black mask on this base, and I could go back into my smart mask, and I could use maybe like a rust ground or something. Drag it, drop it. So I'm gonna get two variety kind of wood, right? I could even select this one, and I could even drop the color, kind of like that. Very nice the color variation we're getting there. Okay, now I'm gonna bring back the wood. I'm gonna turn on the wood vein and the wood fiber underneath here. Very nice. Then I'm going to go up top and I'm going to turn on dust. I'm going to turn on wood pattern. I don't like the wood pattern, so again, I'm not leaving up to this. I'm going to just delete the wood fiber here. I don't like it. Dirt dust. The dust looks good. I could go in here, play around with the mask. Like that. Oh, there we go. We got a good thing going on there. Yeah. Turn on the dirt. There's dust and there's dirt. So again, I could drop the opacity on this if I want. And stains. Could drop the opacity on the stains. Roughness. Pattern. I love this pattern, which I'm going to take it and I'm just going to drop it. I'm also going to go in the height detail of it. And I don't want it to be so bumpy, so I'm just going to drop that slightly. Then remember, after you do all that tweak, go back to your base color. I'm going to turn on this dust up top here. Drop. Lower it. I think the dirt, I think I could do a better job with the dirt, so I'm going to add black mass on this dirt. I'm going to crank it up to 100. Right click, create a generator, and adding the dirt in here. That one, a lot better. You could go in here and you could do all your stuff in here. Like that. Cool. Very nice. Then I could go back here and I could drop the opacity, and I'm going to unsolo everything, and there we go. We have a good thing going on there. I think yeah. I think we have a good thing going on there. Cool. All right. So that is my video on how not to make your smart material boring. We're gonna move on to a different topic with this asset here, where you're gonna see how we could add level of detail, a little bit of storytelling on top of the smart material to make it less boring and less drag and drop. Stay tuned for